Hi Geminis, welcome to the Invisible Eye Tarot, and I have a message for you today. So this message is for all Geminis placement, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, Geminis, let's look into your energy. What's going on for Geminis? Geminis, I have the Knight of Wands, so it's all about progress, steady progress. This is the first energy that is opening up for you here. What else do we have for Geminis? The Four of Wands, Aries. Geminis, this speaks to laying foundation, structure, order, but most importantly, reaching milestones and some sort of freedoms that comes with the milestone that you are reaching, where your friends and family, inner circle are rallying around you and celebrating you too. It's also, local energy. It's also community energy. But here, Geminis, and it can also be about group activities. And it can also be obviously a wedding or getting official with someone. It's like for some readers or other people, they see it as the 1111 card. And the first thing that we say about the Four of Wands is a wedding. It's the minor arcana of a wedding card, wedding energy. But I feel here for most of us Geminis, because it's a general reading, it's I want to keep it somewhat neutral and general. Of course, some of you could be settling down with your loved one, your other half, and getting official in some sort of way, officially boyfriend, girlfriend, engaged, or getting married, like I said. But it can be also getting permanent at a job where you've passed the probation period. It can be something like settling down in your new home, in a place that you're going to call home for the next cycle of your life, maybe the next decade and even more. Let's see what we have at the center of your energy, Geminis. A lot of fire so far. Wands. What do we have for Geminis? At the center of your energy, Geminis, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is you sitting on something of value, like saving your money, saving for a raining day, clinging onto something that is precious and of value to you. It could be precious relationships as well. It could be maybe an energy of holding out or a little bit closed off, but it can also be simply that someone is holding on to you here, Geminis. Let's see what do we have in the current near future energies for you, which is what some of you are going through right now, which is the Strength card with Leo energy. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now, here you need to be strong, courageous, resilient, have compassion, have heart even. Out of this energy, this is facing down your demons. This is also restraint, because you have the power of a lion, and you can annihilate your adversaries or those demons that you're facing down very easily if you want to. You have that power within you, but you're choosing restraint, and you have courage. You're not scared. You can face it down. But there's something very diplomatic about this energy here. Maybe you need the strength to hear somebody out, to have the heart. When I was speaking of compassion, to have maybe the heart, for example, to hear somebody out that you don't necessarily have to give them the time of day, for example. When I see the Strength card, I'm like, you need to be strong. You need to brace yourself for something. And we're going to clarify the energies very soon. What else do we have for you, Geminis, in the current near future energies? We have the King of Swords. This is you or someone stepping in your energy. You could be dealing with a Libra or an Aquarian, or just someone like you, Gemini, another Gemini. But if it's you, Gemini, I feel like you have a vision, you have a master plan, you're using mind power. You're very wise, highly intellectual, and you look at things objectively, fairly, with a lot of wisdom too. The King of Swords typically is a judge. You know, the suits of swords is the military, maybe the police people, the police. Not all of them, but it's that kind of energy. And strategic, tactical. It's that kind of energy. But here with the King of Swords, he's very rigid when it comes to justice as well. He can be an advocate, but mostly he's the judge. You know how judge has to cut through, make big decisions, have the clarity of mind and high moral grounds to be the eyes of the justice lady, which is blinded, right? It's a lot of responsibility on the archetype of a judge. But here you might have a vision over something, Gemini, or even going to be strategic moving forward, or it's someone moving in your energy that is just keeping things real, okay, and looking at things objectively, no biases, and fairly though. Okay, so let's clarify the progress that we had at the beginning here, which is the steady progress. Let me pull down the cards so we can see them better on camera. It's just a little bit better. So why do we have the steady progress here for you, Geminis? Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Too many cards here. We have Aries, the Emperor. There's progress in terms of like it's applied to a situation, Gemini. It is the return of trust, support, structure, and order, similar to the Four of Wands, because it's Aries energy. It's the major arcana of Aries. You could be in charge right now. You can be in control, making executive decision like a boss, but just being in charge of your life or something. And there's progress in terms of that. If you're the one embodying that emperor, if it's someone stepping in your energy, there's progress towards someone who has a lot of influence, a very influential male figure here. You could also be dealing with a divine masculine. Let's clarify the Emperor. Why do we have the Emperor for Geminis? Moving on. Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters towards peace and order is the reassurance that peace and order in terms of like tranquility and peace following chaos, conflicts, and that kind of energy is coming back into your life. You might be in charge of moving on or going after your peace, and there's a lot of steady progress in that direction for you. If there's that influential male person stepping in where you're going somewhere, Geminis, you're smoothly sailing away towards somewhere else. You're traveling somewhere. Let's clarify the Six of Swords for Geminis. What the Emperor and the Six of Swords have in common is order, the return of order. One is structural with support, and the other one is in terms of peace. Peace, quiet, no more conflicts. So it's like a relationship, interpersonal, which I think the Six of Swords is Aquarian energy. It's a fixed sign. It's a fixed energy. And then we have another six here, the Six of Pentacles. It's a beautiful energy of altruism, being of service, being very charitable, being generous. You're moving towards those sixes. I have the number 6 that is standing out for me here, Gemini's. Balance and harmony here. I feel like you are in charge of having this energy back into your life and being on top of it with the Emperor that is on top of these energies here. You might be very generous. You might be moving towards someone influential like the emperor, wanting to associate himself with you or herself with you. Um, and wanting to invest in you, particularly their money, sponsor you. We've seen this energy before with the Emperor and that Six of Pentacles for you. If you check my other readings, Geminis, you're moving on with your life, and there's steady progress. But with where you're going, there's that influential male person who wants to associate with you and invest in you. And associate, yeah, I'm repeating myself. You could be the one also being generous and just of service, Geminis, and very charitable. But I feel like you're moving towards someone who wants to be very supportive towards you. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. Wow. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Laying down foundation, luck and fortune stepping in your energy, meaning that every aspect of your life will improve. Synchronicities, opportunities seize, meeting the right people, exactly the people that you need to meet. This is also expansion and changes, but to your advantage. You know, sometimes changes are very uncomfortable, but here you have to see it as it's really for you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So it's really to your advantage. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune with that milestone that you're going to reach. We have the Eight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Something is happening quickly, something is accelerating. Quick action, quick decisions, communication here. Let's clarify what is coming quickly following the Wheel of Fortune. That Wheel of Fortune, the wheel turning in your favor is going to bring in something very quickly in your energy, following some sort of milestone that you're about to reach. And then, well, it's going to bring people looking, keeping tabs on you, people spying on you. Very interesting. All of this frenetic energy around you will, I think, spark interest in other people, and they'll be curious about what's going on with you here. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles that is at the center of your energy. I feel like someone is holding on to you, and then there's something confusing, several options, but maybe fantasy, something up in the air, maybe a little bit of confusion, smoke and mirrors, something that is not clear. We don't have all of the facts. You might be guarded because you're dealing with something that is not clear here. Let's clarify these energies. Why the Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles spirits? And here you are, the Queen of Swords, and we have a counterpart couple here because we had the King of Swords here. This is you, Geminis. I feel like you're cutting through all of the confusion and bringing clarity into the situation, being that Queen of Swords. Very powerful to see you show up in your reading. Along with the King of Swords too. Decisions, mental sharpness, sharp. She's tough, she's cool, she's liberated. She doesn't move from emotions. She's not emotional, she's very rational. And you're facing something, it looks like you're about to make a decision or cut through something. Mind you that you're very guarded. Maybe you're not aware. Maybe that someone is holding on to you. But let's clarify these energies. I need more clarity with the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords spirits. What's going on for Geminis? King of Pentacles. Yeah. Here it is, guys. I feel like this King of Pentacles, the provider, the protector, the problem solver, very loyal in love, the businessman who has a lot of material comfort. I feel like this person is holding on to you, but things are up in the air. It just gives the vibe of like no contact situation. You are both in one side, not really communicating to each other or knowing of each other, not really knowing what's going on with one another. You guys with that Seven of Cups might be thinking about one another, or at least the one that is like in that Four of Pentacles energy, which is holding on to something or clinging onto something. And it's this energy of fantasies, daydreaming with the Seven of Cups. I feel like you guys are in each other's head, or at least one of you guys is thinking about the other, imagining things, having fantasies, things of that sort, maybe even having feelings. But things are not concrete. Things are not set in stones. It's just up in the air, the energy here. And this can bring a lot of confusions because you don't know where the other one stands. You don't know about their current realities and what's actually is going on. You don't know if they're single or available or in a couple, or you don't know. It's kind of one-sided energy. But let's move on to the Strength card, which is in the current near future energies for you guys. And I have the Six of Wands, so there is glow up. Hang in there, Geminis, because you're gonna have fame and success and a very public victory. I love the Six of Wands. Glow up. Leo and Leo energy here. And we had a full moon in Leo, so we can still feel the energy of Leo reverberating right now. I'm doing this reading, it's me 6, so the energy of Leo is still very present. You might feel the need to show yourself a little bit more, not dim your light, shine your light, actually. Show your strength. Let's clarify the Strength card and the Six of Wands. It's really like hang in there, stay diplomatic, be resilient, and then there's this glow up coming up for you. And then we have a King of Cups in your energy. It could be you guys. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but there's someone here who is very emotionally mature and intelligent, someone that looks very aloof, but this person is just in total control of their emotion and very cool-headed, very zen amongst choppy waters here. And this person really cares about you. This person has a soft spot for you. He's showing up in your energy. Maybe that's why, like I said earlier, you need to have heart in that strength energy. Have the heart to hear somebody out when you don't necessarily have to. And I just say that because we've been through a lot as Geminis in the past cycle, with the way people have treated us. Some of us, it's probably not all of Geminis. We've been through some very tough and harsh times, but I'm trying to speak generally. And you don't have to hear people out. You don't have to stick around for people who were doubting you, undermining you, and so forth. So if people try to step in your energy, we're very nice and friendly Geminis, and rational. We're not affected like that, but you could have grown emotionally too with that energy, because the King of Cups could very well be you, but I feel like it's someone who loves you here. Okay, we have 3 kings and the Emperor energy. So major Emperor energy, King of all kings present in your energy. So let's look at the King of Cups. Why do we have the King of Cups here for you guys? Okay, well, I have the title card, which is my red little card from this deck here, and it just says you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. But when I see this card and I use it in my readings, for me, it's a way to say that you are facing the right direction. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And this is what's on your path right now. Along with all of the other cards, of course, but right now it's like if you're hanging there, whatever situation that you're into and you're facing, you need to kind of stick with it and be resilient. There's a major victory that's going to be very public that is coming for you, and there's also this person who really cares about you in your energy, and maybe you need to have the heart or be diplomatic enough to just hear this person out that is stepping in your energy. Let's clarify the King of Swords, which is in my current near future energies for you, Geminis. And here I have the Ten of Wands. I feel like this King of Swords is feeling very burdened, very overwhelmed, maybe guilty over something that transpired in the past. Let's clarify the King of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Why do we... Okay, exactly it, guys. That King of Swords, yes, he's very objective, but he's kind of in his feelings and he's just keeping it real, like acknowledging it. This person is also feeling that Five of Cups. I've had that duo of energy a lot in the past year, and it was about someone that I know cares about you. It wasn't very clear before, but when I have this combination, the combo of the Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups, this is someone that is feeling very guilty, someone that is feeling very remorseful, regretful, with like the Five of Cups, disappointed. And let's see why we have this energy here. Why does it the Tower want to let us know? I have the Well card here, Geminis. It may have something to do with the cycle you're onto, this new chapter of yours. Very interesting. Let's use the other deck to clarify the energies here. There's someone, I mean, you have another lease on life, and you will have many more. But I feel like what we're stepping into is a very, very, very different energy from the last cycle. It's things are on the up and up. Things are going to be brighter, better for us Geminis, and you have survived. Some people, they want to step in your energy, but at the same time they kind of feel some sort of guilt, responsible, burden, overwhelmed, maybe even a little bit intimidated by you. I need to clarify what's going on here, but first let's move over to that order structure piece coming back into your life, the progress towards that, you being charged, you're dealing with someone in charge. What's going on here, Geminis? And then once again, I have the Four of Pentacles, sorry. So here I feel like this Emperor, this very influential male person, this King of all kings, is holding on to you, Geminis. Yes, you are moving on, but this person is going to be on your path because you're progressing towards this. And this person also wants to associate with you. Let me raise that Four of Cups here so you can see a little bit. This person is holding on to you, wants to invest in you. Here, who is looking at you? I'm going to shuffle again because I was not focused on my other narrative. Who is looking at you? What's going on here? Looking in your energy. I have the Two of Cups. Very interesting. So the person that is looking at you is either saying that there's a relationship pending in your energy, or they see that you got together with someone. Maybe it got official with that Four of Wands, and now they see you in a partnership. Maybe this person wants to be in this partnership with you. But I feel that someone looking, sorry, Gemma, someone looking in your energy is seeing that this partnership. What's going on with the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, fantasies, smoking mirrors at the center of your reading, with someone that is holding on to this, holding on to the fantasies, or maybe the idea of the two of you. Who? Queen of Swords is clarifying the Queen of Swords. Does this mean that you're the one holding on to this King of Pentacles and just thinking about this? I feel like when it comes to this, Geminis, you're not showing up as a Queen of Cups. You're showing up as yourself, the Queen of Swords. But it's like, you know, you're capable of love. But in this case, I mean, you're cutting bullshit through, okay? This is what you're doing here. You're bringing clarity into situation. You're razor sharp, and you're removing things out of your life in the Queen of Swords. You're turned towards the future. You're very liberated. I want to clarify this, but I'm going to move on to the other narratives. Why do we have the King of Cups in your energy? And here I have Cancerian energy with the Chariot. So you're charging ahead, Geminis. You're just making significant progress in your life, going places. Some of you might even get a new car. I don't know if this King of Cups is going to be part of your major progress here, major strides that you're taking into your life. But I feel like you have this glow up and you're moving on with your life, but then yes, there's this person in your energy lingering there. Here we see you moving on, and here we see you just making major strides with still someone in your energy. Let's clarify the world and this person feeling guilty, overwhelmed, remorseful. What is it about the world, this new chapter of yours? What is it that you want to say to Gemini's spirit when it comes to this person feeling so guilty? Oh, 5 of Wands. This is the haters, guys. This is the jealous people. Okay, I see where this is going. There are people who do not want this person interested in you to get to you, communicate with you, profess their love to you. They don't want that. They're very jealous. Maybe, it crossed my mind. You getting with this person could be this power couple, and it could be a lot for people to handle. Like they won't be able to handle their jealousy, for one. I'm going to clarify a few of these narratives here. Let me clarify the Queen of Swords. What is it with the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles? Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, Spirit. The Hierophant. Serious commitment, wedding in front of the church. I feel someone is really holding on to you, Geminis. Yeah. Fantasizing about you. They want a serious commitment. The King of Pentacles is like the serious one, loyal in love. I just feel like that's the person who is holding on to you, and down the line they want to marry you. Let's clarify that 5 of Wands, like the haters, jealous people over there, and that person feeling jealous. Feeling remorseful and disappointed and guilty, overwhelmed. What's going on about this new chapter? Like, why do we have to deal with haters? Oh, we have the Sun. The haters, there's nothing they can do, Geminis, but like you have this major glow up in your energy, basking in achievements and success. Something will definitely could be coming to light. This is major exposure energy, major glow up energy. Once again, Leo energy. Not dimming your light, not dimming your relationship, not dimming how well things are going for you. But there's going to be jealousy in your energy. And I feel like the haters are still here because of that person. We have the Moon following the Sun. So the Sun and the Moon, this is like the alchemical wedding here. So we're going from light to shadow. Something is hidden, a secret. And then we have the Page of Swords. This is why we have the Moon. Someone is looking in your energy, spying on you, but they cannot see it. Your glow up, your success, how great your happiness, your bliss is hidden. It's hidden from whoever is spying on you or looking into your energy. Let me clarify the Chariot real quick. Why are you're making major progress, but what's up with that King of Cups? Like, oh, Geminis, you're too busy becoming an empress. Focus on your glow up. You're too focused becoming an empress. We have two counterpart couple here. We have that power couple of the Emperor and the Empress. That Emperor is clinging onto you. So I want to clarify the 4 of Coins. I have the 8 of Wands again. So there's something quickly accelerating, something that will happen quickly in your energy. Let's clarify that 8 of Wands. Ace of Cups. So love is coming in your energy. Love, shared, given, return in full, overflowing, new relationships. Some of you will even get pregnant. Love is in the air. I should call your reading this way, Gemini. Love is in the air. Thank you, Gemini. That's what I have for you. Thank you for watching.